Welcome everyone, welcome new and returning subscribers. This will be a general collective energy update for those of you who are interested in a personal energy update. The information is in the pin, that is in the pin message in the chat area. So go ahead and see what it is that you would like to do, but nonetheless, this will be a general collective energy update. If you are interested in your message, go ahead and view the pinned message in the chat. Nonetheless, again, like I said, we're going to pull some messages, see what the vibe is. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of Mama Universe. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of galaxies. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of the solar systems. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of my angels and ancestors. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of the gods and goddesses that flow through me, as me, for the collective mind's eye to see. Open up those mind's eye, y'all. Let's go ahead and get a message here for the collective. What is the message source for the collective? Right now, we currently have, let me take a look, moon. You know, I like my moon energies. You know what I mean? Here we go. Let me close it out just to make sure it's refreshed. Welcome, everyone. Well, that's loading. Doesn't normally take this long to load. I wonder. Okay, it was correct. Just wanted to make sure. 9 degrees, moon in Libra, 9 degrees. 9 degrees will be the last decan of the last degrees in the first decan of Libra, ruled by the moon. So the moon's energy is going to be going into the second decan of Libra that's ruled by Saturn. Okay, so Saturn is the part of you that connects to responsibilities, and it rules the growth of your consciousness. So it rules the growth of your consciousness by putting you through lovely obstacles and challenges that make you say, why me? This can't be life. This is life, baby. This is life. It's connected to certain obligations and what you're ambitious about. Now, we just finished with, not just finished, but we just came out of the circulation of the moon being in the sign of Virgo and also being a full moon, which is about results, forgiveness, and gratitude. But it's also in the sign of Virgo about you being honest with yourself about what you have a habit of doing, what are your habits. Okay, the connection should be fine. Okay, we're back again. Here we are. Libra, 9 degrees. Let's see here. Let's see what's the energy for the collective source. What is the energy here for the collective? Balance, spirituality, and practicality. Full moon in Pisces. Okay. Now, Pisces is ruled by Neptune, and it's also the higher octave of Venus. Now, Venus talks about your nurturing, motherly love, sensuality, the energy that you use to bond with another as it relates to your core values. Now, at a higher octave of that, we have Neptune's energy, which involves a high level of sensitivity, a strong connection to drugs and alcohol, and feeling like you're in bondage, but it's also in bondage due to delusions. But it's also about your psychic and mystical capacity. But here we have Source asking the collective to balance your spirituality, Neptune aspect, or the Pisces aspect of the practical body of Virgo, its polar opposite. Again, we just had the full moon in Virgo, and the first card out is the full moon in Pisces. Bottom of the deck, we have looking at the bigger picture. Source is asking you to look at the bigger picture each time you're experiencing this balance in spirituality and practicality, because it looks like each time you have to do this, here comes a major transformation. So major that the only option you have is to, for a moment, have faith that the results will be taken care of while you're focused on the process. You're often being process oriented. But in this state of you going through the transformation, you may not even want to hear that when this message is coming out about balance and spirituality and practicality, because there could be so much chaos going on that you just want to do the first thing that your ego tells you to do. But let's see here. Okay. Supporting messages, new moon in Scorpio, work through your fears, and you're very close to achieving your goal, gibbous moon. Now, with this new moon in Scorpio saying, work through your fears, again, this is confirming the vibes of having to do something you're not comfortable doing, going through transformation, cleaning the slate so that way you're able to be open and receptive to the potential. The potential always has to be nurtured. Here with the gibbous moon's energy, okay, that is also connected to the next phase after the full moon, which is the waning gibbous, relaxing and accepting and regrouping from what it is that you have just come to terms with, or what has been brought to the forefront, where Source is asking you, this is starting a new cycle. Continue to work through your fears. Wow. This is starting a new cycle. Continue to work through your fears. At the base of your message here, you have the end to a tough cycle approaches. Again, if you are interested in your own personal energy update, you may use the PayPal or CashApp in a description box. You'll receive a mini spread of the current situation, what's challenging at the basis of the situation, the immediate past, what is crowning the energy, and what's immediately next for you. So, in continuing with this collective message here, work through your fears. Source is saying you're very close to achieving your goals. Do those things that are uncomfortable. There may be things that you may not no longer be doing or have set boundaries in order for you to come out of a hole that you may even be in. Okay? And in coming out of that hole, you're doing things that maybe in the past would be considered people pleasing. But you can only give unconditional, genuine love when you are in that state of it as well. Okay? Because if you're not in that flowing state of unconditional love, What is it that you're actually offering? Right? So the end to a tough cycle approaches here. At the top of the deck, you do have new moon in Taurus. Prosperity lies ahead. Okay, so work through your fears. Okay, there's a lot of potential here to grow. A lot of potential here to grow. You have the beginning of a new cycle ahead, while there's an end to another. And again, this new moon in Taurus also connects to the solar eclipse we'll be having on the 30th, which awakens wisdom, which awakens the part of you that has gone through these obstacles and challenges, but can now see it with the sense of you being secure in the way you feel about it. And being secure in the way you feel about it is simply what I'm feeling from it is just being able to connect to that feeling, no longer running away from feeling it and having to handle certain things that no longer serve you, instead of continuously sweeping it under the rug, doing things when you are in a space that you feel that you are able to fill up another's cup, and not sit here filling up or attempting to fill up a cup when you're out here, you know, not really feeling your best. It's one thing to do things to get up out of a rut, but there's another to make sure, you know, you're aware of what it is that you're doing here, right? Let me grab some energy oracle cards. Let's see what's the energy pertaining to this. Let me get this up here somewhere. That's fine. Welcome nonetheless. Here we go. What is the energy for this message here? What is surrounding this? That was fairly quick. Okay, yeah, definitely the end to a tough cycle is approaching here. 29, where it says you and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer is right up under this, which is ideal because this energy right here represents the World card and stepping into the Ace of Cups, but also walking away from those things that no longer serve you. Saturn in Pisces, okay, balancing out what no longer serves your spirit or your actual existing practical life. Step out of your comfort zone is right under you and your loved ones are safe, and believe in the impossible. Nothing will come of this situation. Don't let pride get in your way. What do you need to release? This could also be connecting to you opening up to new relationships if fiery climax approaches. What do you need to release? The past. Don't let it hold you back. Step out of your comfort zone. Believe in what you may think is not possible. Some of you may have experienced something in the past that may make you feel worried about moving forward, but nonetheless, like it says here, the foundation of your spread, you and your loved ones are safe, and the end to a tough cycle approaches here. Back to that Saturn energy. Again, the moon is about to step into the decan of Libra that is ruled by Saturn. Okay, so the collective subconscious is really going to be connecting to this vibe of something. There's an end to a cycle here. There's an end to a cycle here. Look at that contract right at the bottom of the deck. Huh? Okay, the world card and the contract. Under this, you have Healer of the Ages and Victory. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful energy. Know that everything, rest assured for a fact that things are really turning out for you in your favor here, as long as you work through your fears. The end to a tough cycle approaches. We already saw that a fiery climax approaches as well, so there could even be a conversation where if there's a fiery climax in the conversation, more than likely is because one or both sides are sitting there having to explain each other about understanding one another. If you've been following me for some time, know that you're not here to be understood, especially if you are one of those chosen ones within your bloodline to really close out these tough cycles that could be hindering success in any area of your life as you are literally out there doing what it is that you want to do so that way you can achieve whatever it is and how you see to be achieving a goal. Because the way you perceive achieving a goal may be changing into you realizing that this is all about you having an experience, a human experience. So letting go of all of those strings or restrictions that are placed on what it is to be considered success or achievements or being there or showing love. The innovator, there's a lot of innovator energy here too. Aquarius energy. We have the world and patience for the energy coming out here. Let's see. Let me get some more. Wow. All right, let me move these to the side. Here we go. We got the world, the thinking man, the community, and the angel of strength here. Okay. Let's get one more. I have one more message. The Sun card. Beautiful. Beautiful. This is bringing me back to the basis of your reading right now. The end to a tough cycle approaches because Saturn also speaks of the father's energy. So being crystal clear about the way that being fathered or nurtured by a father could also be coming to this sense of completion where you're very close to achieving a goal because you're letting go of something here. You're becoming more clear about it. You've been patient with the process of purification with yourself. Okay. Because, like I said, the moment that we're seeing this message about balance and spirituality and practicality, there's definitely a sense here of a tower moment. But it's not a tower moment that you can't handle. It's more so expected in order for this completion to happen. Now, this can change the way that you're viewed by those that are closest to you, but you also have the angel of strength protecting you as you get closer and closer to what it is that you desire and want to do and are willing to do or take a risk on. But there's a lot of happiness here nonetheless. This could also be happiness in a connection. There could be an end to a cycle where there has been a drought in relationships for some of you. And you have been patient throughout the process as you've been going through these karmic lessons. But know that whomever it is that you're presently thinking of at this time is definitely someone that is part of your journey, is here to add to your life, or it's not to take away. You may have been in experiences where you have allowed that, allowing others to take your energy, but could have that allowance been also part of you experiencing life too. You know what I mean? So you're not being so hard on yourself like, damn, I should never did that. But had you not done that, would you be on this side of the path? You know what I mean? Cause and effect. Let's see here. What is the current situation of this energy? The World card and the Eight of Wands is peeping through there. Some of you could also be working with a crystal vendor It's going to help you heal the community. By being creative, but it's going to take a lot of patience with this form of creativity. You have cornucopia here at the bottom of the deck, so definitely a lot of balance that's happening in order for you to receive the fruits of your labor. Okay. Here we go. Current situation regarding this energy. It says balance, spirituality, and practicality. Work through your fears as things are being alchemized for you to perfection. And progress is perfection. Shout out to the equalizer. Here we go, y'all. Here we go. Wow. 6 of Cups. First on out is the current situation. Something from the past. So yeah, definitely a soulmate here that could have had you in this space of you not being able to see where the unconditional love was within yourself. This could also be some of you in your head about something of the past as it relates to health and your well-being, being spiritually fulfilled and enlightened, having that compassion. All right. But stepping out of this self-imposed, working through your fears, stepping out of self-imposed restrictions. Self-imposed restrictions. So got to be mindful as to the way that you are integrating your growth into society when it comes to your life path and those who you're communicating with, as even as it connects to, you know, the way things may trigger moments of your past. Something about your past is being triggered here. Something about your past is being triggered. Let me just see what we got going on. What's crossing its energy for the collective? Yeah, something of the past is being triggered here. Something that you have to detach from. This could be something mentally that you have to detach from, or an idea that's causing delays. Again, this is also connected to Saturn and Pisces energy, as we were speaking of before. Walking away from those things that no longer serve you, especially if it has anything to do with matters of love, or this, again, with this being, if this is matters of love, this could be your views when it comes to what you considered a partnership or teamwork to be balanced, coexisting. But this is also connecting the growth that you may have had through confrontations with others in the past that also led to you detaching. So what's helpful, but it's also a challenge, is detaching from the past, from what I'm seeing here for the collective. It's helpful, but it's also a challenge detaching from the past. We have the Sun card here at the bottom of the deck so far, and the World card is right under that. The end to a tough cycle approaches. So continue to work through what it is that you are afraid of when it comes to the way that you are detaching. There may be things that come up that you may not be used to not being around because of the healing process that you are currently undergoing on your journey. You know, you may have people in your community that may want to be around you at a time that you are shedding old skin, but many may not know what it is that you are experiencing within that may cause you to detach at a particular time. Okay. And that in itself could cause miscommunication, or sometimes someone not feeling worthy. But again, if your cup is not full to give off that unconditional love, what are you actually giving? So this is pretty much a lesson for all sides of humanity. Like, one side is going through a transformation, cannot be poked out of the cocoon. The other wants to poke it out of the cocoon. But if you poke it out of the cocoon, it doesn't have the chance to fly. So the lesson here is to detach. The bottom of the spread here, we have the King of Wands, which is also connected to Leo or the Sun's energy. This person of the past for some of you may be a Leo. Definitely connected to the past here because it's looking directly at the bases, looking directly at the immediate past position here, the King of Wands. So let's see here. What's in the immediate past for the collective? that's influencing the potential in an immediate future. What's in the immediate past that's influencing the potential. Wow, the star, Aquarius energy. North node in Leo, south node in Aquarius, or north node in Aquarius, south node in Leo may be significant, but this could also be the challenge of detaching from, if the south node is in Leo, this is basically having to do with being able to take risk. It just feels like that this is somebody that was in power but wasn't fully able to shine their light. Some of you could definitely be detaching from someone who is a Leo due to communication. This could also be in the immediate past. Something had to be healed here. Because the King of Wands is about inner wisdom as well. Being generous, dependable, a giver of wisdom, and the spirit of a leader. This King of Wands is the spirit of a leader, could also be an Aquarius. What could have gotten in the way of this King of Wands energy could be surrounding energies of the past and having to detach from those who may not have similar belief systems, therefore having to balance spirituality and practicality, working through fears, having the bad habit of connecting to those who don't actually fully support your vision, and you may just do things just to be nice or to people please, when in reality that's not in the benefit for any of the parties involved. We have the Queen of Cups, the root of it all. The Queen of Cups is an energy here of mystery, kindness, intuition, compassion. Also a high sense of leadership here as well. 38 and 11 could be significant. Let's see what's crowning this message. What's crowning this message is the Page of Pentacles, and it came out sideways, similar to this Page of Swords energy here. But the way that this is pointing towards your message right now, it seems like you're becoming more aware of the root as to why you have to detach from things that you may have taken a risk on in the past. This could be having something to do with certain children as well. Having to take a risk when it comes to children. Some of you are detaching from those generational wounds that some of your ancestors carry when it comes to children, or being around children, or unable to be around their children. Now, the Page of Pentacles is also about an application that has been put in as well. This could have been back in December, end of December. This is also an indication of 3 weeks. There's an awareness of your material aspects. This could also be where you're investing your energy now as it relates to the past. We have the Hangman here at the bottom of the deck. Okay. The Hangman talks about putting yourself in an uncomfortable position where you may be unable to move but it's going to allow you to see the illusions or the uncertainties that you may have had as it relates to your imagination and being enlightened here, aware, becoming more aware of moments that you had to go through a healing process in the past in order for you to transform. Part of that transformation required you to detach yourself from certain things, and this is where you have to also work through your fears. In the immediate future for a collective, what do we have here, Source? We're going to grab this one because it just seems to not want to. Wow, Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. From the Page of Pentacles, a small step turns into a major opportunity. One moment changes a million after. One moment changes a million after. Yeah. May be some confrontation that happens here, but there's definitely growth. There's definitely change, because this conversation has to do with one's core values. Now, Venus in Aquarius represents this card. And remember now, Venus now talks about your nurturing mother love, your sensuality, your ability to bond. Part of that ability to bond really connects to your you being able to speak your truth with conviction. Okay, doing what you must do in order to bring balance to the world around you by first beginning with you. Tell me more here about the immediate future with this Ace of Pentacles. Okay, wow, King of Swords and the Seven of Swords. Now, this is something to be mindful of. It's definitely a new beginning, but it's going to seem like it carries the same energy as the past. This is why the Page of Swords seems like a challenge here. Let me get a little bit more on this. What is your advice here, Swords, for this Page of Swords in the center of the spread, especially with this offer coming in? Seven of Swords energy with the King of Swords. King of Swords again, Aquarius energy. Let's see. What's this Page of Swords here? What is your advice about the Page of Swords for the collective to best handle this that's coming in? We have the Ace of Pentacles clarifying this Page of Swords, which is right here. So it seems, yes, Source is telling you to detach from the past here. Step out of your comfort zone. Let's get another message here. We got the Ten of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. You're being supported and guided here. Let me see. Tell me more about the Page of Swords. Tell me more about the Page of Swords. Okay. We have completion, which is the World card. And then we have isolation at the bottom of the deck. So some of you are definitely completing a cycle. And this is the last bit of you being in isolation. This is also connected to the Three of Swords, which is where the moon's energy, in terms of it being in Libra and its position in the sign of Libra, this will be the card that it is connected to. So there's definitely a completion of a cycle. Again, we have letting go at the bottom of the deck, letting go of what no longer serves you. Again, that's the message of the Page of Swords. Letting go will allow you to step into the Ace of Pentacles, which is stability, ecstasy, prosperity, successful ventures. Okay. There is also, because you step out of your comfort zone, you actually enter the comfort zone you thought you were in by holding on to a past comfort zone, but that was more so you being stagnant. But the moment that you're able to shift, okay, Ace of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Libra energy, the moment that you're able to shift based on you being connected to yourself, you being connected to that sensuality that says, yes, this is all I want to do. This is what I'm going to do. And I'm doing it with love and compassion. Tell me more here about the King of Swords and the Seven of Swords with the Ace of Pentacles. What's this? Success. There's victory and success here. So, and this Seven of Swords energy is definitely carrying those 5 swords that we were looking at before. So you're moving forward, but you're actually able to move forward because you're more conscious now what's going on around you. You're no longer allowing yourself to kind of settle into things because you're more conscious of it. Now, this is the Ace of Swords with the consciousness message of triumph, clear thinking, and new beginnings. New beginnings coming with clear thinking. Okay. So what else we have here? Tell me more about this. The success is mastering. What are you mastering here? Totality. You're mastering the drama. You're literally mastering the drama. You're using it to your advantage, actually. Okay, because this is the 5 of Wands, which is Saturn in Leo. Again, Saturn has to do with your responsibilities and the rules for your growth of your consciousness when it comes to what it is that you are willing to create, when it comes to your own business, even, taking a new path that is less traveled or least traveled. Let's go again here. Let's get an energy message from the astrology cards. Okay, so the area of your life that is connected to this message so far, collective, is the work, health, and duty area of your life. It's saying here it's connected to the energy of Taurus. All right, so the energy around you shows the abundance of nature. It is rich, earthy, and productive, yet relaxed and slow. So slow and steady is going to win this race. Don't rush into anything here, collective, okay? Don't rush into anything. Let's get a surrender message, and I'll be closing this one out. And I may be coming back up on here to do each sign. I just feel I'm in the groove right now. So I'm in the groove right now. Let's see. Message of surrender for the collective. Wow, surrender resentments. Holding on to resentments only poisons you. Forgive others for their shortcomings and keep moving forward towards positive situations in your life. And final message, we have surrender to setting limits. It is healthy to set boundaries, in relationships. Practice expressing your needs and remember that no is a complete sentence. No is a complete sentence. Final message, one more. Surrender frustration. Frustration doesn't open any doors. The key to resolving a dilemma or dissolving a block is to take a breath, center yourself, and regroup so you may approach the situation more calmly. And the waning gibbous phase that we're coming into with this moon's energy is all about that, relaxing, accepting, and regrouping. So use that to your advantage, beloved. And don't forget to subscribe and turn the bell on because we'll be updating on those energies as the moon shifts, the collective subconscious shift. So it's good to know what Source has to say when we keep this childlike wonder going with the tools that we have when it comes to divination and much more. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Thank you all for tuning in, and I will be back with another message. And it may be for each sign, but we'll see what Source guides me to do. But thank you for being here, and until next time, ciao.